headline of the day, Jacoby Brissett being named starting QB for the Patriots. Gerard Mayo addressed the media earlier, and here's what he had to say.
Yeah, good morning, friends.
Drake May starting was not in the cards for me. He's too young. He needs to see more football. The offensive line is a mess. We can't put him out there, risk further damage to either him or the team. It was actually a beautiful event. It was the Bork Family Foundation, the ALS.
Look at you, VIP, getting an invite to that. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know how. I'm not that cool. But it was really cool. Something about him that's funny, I think he's walked 72 times this year. I think the only person who's walked more than him is Jackson Holiday, currently in AAA. Last season, there was a little bit of speculation where some names were possibilities, and people were like, oh, is this going to happen or not? But I think what we settled on is really great. And I know Hillary Knight has actually talked about it too, to say, quote, now to have logos and names, I'm super excited for our fans to have that identity in Boston. But from Hillary and beyond, what kind of feedback have you heard so far? And you mentioned your boyfriend being there as well. Pretty great timing for a lot to happen. An Olympic medal is not the only hardware that you might be sporting. We notice you got a ring on your finger, so you're newly engaged. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah.
And every angle that your eyes can't see, a camera should be able to. So you're right to this point. Like, it's so easy. All you need to do is get the call from the ref to say, we need to see that again. And then the production team gets to work. You set up the official review and you play it for them. Kyle Shanahan addressed the media saying, there were a couple times in the 3 games that we played so far this season where the pass has gotten past our defense, but we know that the Patriots are not very strong in that realm right now, so they have to look to the run game entering this week. How do I stay patient? How do I handle this frustration? And how do you block out the doubts that people have given you through your career? And Caitlin Clark has commented on that. She's like, hey, it's part of the game. Trash talk is part of the game. I think it's cool that the women can trash talk just like the guys can. This award has been given since 2001. And you look at some of the people who have been recipients of this award. You've got Tiger Woods, Michael Phelps with 3. You've got Peyton Manning with 3. And then Steph Curry, LeBron with a couple, and it's just crazy that this is the first time that a woman has ever received this award. I remember my parents tossing wiffle balls to me in the backyard. I certainly was not destined for Division I athletics with that. But do you have a first memory where you picked up a bat or you threw a ball and you were like, this is for me? Now, just to kind of piggyback off of that, have you seen like a new batch of football fans or a new crowd, a new demographic, I guess, of fans coming to see games or practices or anything because of this effect?
He was talking about his store 30 minutes down the road, 30 miles down the road, that was selling Taylor Swift Chiefs gear.
But someone made like a corn maze with Caitlin Clark with her Indiana. Here, we'll show you there. It's pretty cool. I mean, first of all, the farmer who took the time to plan this out, to crop it out, to do this kind of stuff, I think you can actually go into the maze and try to navigate your way around. But Caitlin Clark in a corn maze, how about that? Did you ever think you'd see that?
No, I did not. But something that stood out to me was, in gymnastics, when you get injured, you get like 6 to 8 weeks recovery, whatever. You have that measurable, that tangible timeline for your recovery. Yeah. But mental health doesn't work on any kind of clock.
To see Alex Cora got extended, I know that was something that my family was excited about. I was excited about. I'm glad that they invested in him because he seems to do well with all the guys that have emerged under him. I think that's why they brought him in, was to not only to be that mentorship like we've talked about before, but like, he's a vet. He's been around the game for so long. He's been in the organization before. To have him as the starting QB right now just makes sense.